Welcome to today's explainer. Today we are unpacking the actual mechanics of Bitget's earn products. Because, let's be honest, letting your crypto just sit around idle, not exactly the best strategy. So, we're going to explore the specific avenues the platform offers for generating passive income. We'll move systematically, right from the initial setup all the way to actively managing your digital portfolio. By diving into the documentation and the actual user flows, we can see exactly how these passive structures are built and operated. Let's get right into it.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. Number 1, getting started with Bitget. Number 2, flexible savings explained. Number 3, fixed savings explained. And number 4, managing your crypto assets.
All right, part 1, getting started with Bitget. It's all about building that solid foundation.
To kick things off, you'll obviously need a Bitget account. But here's the crucial part. Securing it with KYC verification is what actually unlocks the platform's full functionalities and compliance layers. It's a must-do. Once you're verified, you simply fund your spot account. You can do this via a direct deposit or just buy directly on the platform. And boom, your foundation is set. It's a totally standardized onboarding flow designed to get your capital ready for deployment securely and efficiently.
Moving right along to Section 2, flexible savings explained. This is where we talk about keeping your funds totally accessible.
Think of this vehicle as offering ultimate freedom. Seriously, you can withdraw your principal and your interest at literally any time, completely without penalty. It's a structure built entirely around liquidity, which is great because it allows you to pivot your positions immediately if the broader market shifts. But, there is a structural trade-off. Your interest rate is variable, meaning it adjusts dynamically based on current market conditions. So it does require just a bit more passive monitoring to make sure your yield stays competitive against other liquid opportunities out there.
Setting this up is a total breeze. From the Bitget homepage, just head straight over to Simple Earn. Select the Flexible tab, pick your preferred asset, and hit Subscribe. You just enter how much you want to deposit, review the estimated APR, and confirm. The whole interface is designed for rapid execution. Literally, you move from an idle asset to an actively earning position in a matter of seconds.
Now, here is a massive pro tip: the auto-subscribe function. Enabling this tells Bitget to automatically sweep any available, idle assets from your spot account directly into your flexible savings product every single day. This creates an automated compounding effect. It mathematically optimizes your returns, and the best part? No manual intervention or logging in daily to resubscribe your capital. Talk about making your money work for you.
Keep the number 1 in your head because timing-wise, interest calculations begin precisely 1 day after you subscribe. That's a critical detail for calculating your expected return timeline. And whenever you need that liquidity back, just hit redeem in your earn orders. Your principal and interest return instantly, completely penalty-free. It is a wonderfully frictionless entry and exit.
Okay, let's switch gears to Section 3, fixed savings explained. This is how you lock in those stable yields. For portfolios that honestly don't require immediate liquidity, fixed savings offers a really distinct alternative. By committing your funds for a set duration, you secure a higher, much more stable APR. You're effectively trading short-term access for predictability and an increased yield. This is very often the preferred route for long-term holders who just want to insulate their returns against the crazy daily volatility of variable interest rates. Assets in the fixed savings category require specific lockup periods. You've got options here. Typically 7, 14, or 30 days. This tier system is great because it allows you to perfectly align your commitments with your specific financial horizons. So actually, you might utilize the shorter locks for quicker returns on assets you plan to trade soon, or rely on those 30-day horizons for optimized yields on core holdings meant strictly for long-term accumulation. A really unique mechanic within these fixed terms is the payout flexibility. Depending on how you set it up, your interest can be distributed daily throughout the term or paid out in one big lump sum at the very end. Once the term concludes, your funds automatically return to your spot account. But, and this is a big but, it is absolutely vital to remember that accessing those locked funds early will trigger penalties, and those penalties will severely impact the earned interest, pretty much negating the whole benefit of the fixed structure in the first place. So, plan accordingly. Ultimately, it comes down to comparing these two specific avenues. It's the ultimate showdown. Flexible savings prioritize immediate, penalty-free access with variable rates. Fixed savings lock in stability and higher yields, but at the strict cost of your liquidity. A lot of advanced strategies actually involve splitting assets to utilize a combination of both. You keep a liquid safety net while pushing the bulk of your holdings into those higher yield fixed terms. So, once your strategy is chosen and your funds are deployed,
the focus naturally shifts. Setting it all up is just the beginning, right? The second half of the passive income equation is active tracking and continuous monitoring to make sure your positions are actually performing optimally. Which brings us to Section 4, Managing Your Crypto Assets. Let's talk about tracking that income.
For comprehensive oversight, absolutely everything is tracked under the platform's Assets section. Regularly checking those earned subscriptions in your transaction histories gives you total visibility over your incoming interest. And whether you're at home analyzing trends on a desktop setup or you're monitoring things on the go via the app, it's all there. It's exactly this data layer that empowers you to decide when it's time to compound, when to rotate, or when it's finally time to withdraw.
And that brings our explainer to a close. You now have the complete blueprint for navigating Bitget's Earn ecosystem. But it does leave us with a much larger strategic question. In a highly volatile market, is the true cost of holding idle crypto actually higher than the risks of locking it away? Take a hard look at your own portfolio today and ask yourself, how will you put those assets to work? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring.